Now it's Renovate and Build. 60 minutes dedicated to building and renovating solutions. Here's your hosts, Jim and Sandra.
Hello, so great to have you along for an hour of construction talk here on Renovate and Build. I have my co-host, the founder and president of Fair Trade Works, Jim Perkins, with me this morning, and he's back in the hot seat to share his construction expertise with us. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Sandra. How you doing?
Are you awake?
I think so, yeah.
Raring to go?
No, it's great to be here. Been up for hours, as you know, and super excited about this particular show. We've got some fantastic guests lined up in the lounge waiting to come in and talk about construction, share their expertise, and hopefully tell a couple of stories.
Well, actually, we're joined by one right now to sing happy birthday to you. Not your personal birthday, I know, but getting ready for our corporate second anniversary birthday bash. I'm actually just kidding. She's not going to sing for us, but boy, can she dance. Her name is Jenny Duffy. She's the award-winning choreographer of the BC Lions Felines dance team. Good morning, Jenny. I feel like we should bow before this, an award-winning choreographer in our presence.
Oh, well, actually, I think the term would be curtsy in the dance world. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here this morning.
Jenny, we're so happy you can come in and help us kind of invite all our listeners to our second anniversary birthday bash on August 28th. That's actually a Thursday evening from 6 till 9 p.m. because as we all know, because we're all in the know, because we're all in the planning stage, it's not going to be your average birthday party. Could you kind of share with us what you've been working on for the bash?
Well, I want you to imagine Magic Mike meets the construction site.
Imagine that.
Yes, so we have a really fantastic fashion show / dance show plan to launch this really, really big event. We have brought the tradesmen into the dance studio, and I've been working with them and getting them all trained up for how to work their stuff on the runway.
Did you think we were off our rockers when I called you and said, we have some trades guys and we want to put them on the runway and make them dancers? Can you do it? I mean, for everyone at home, remember, these are the guys that are building your kitchens, plumbing, the whole bit are going to be actually turned into dancers by you.
Well, I did fall out of my chair. And then I thought, no, that's actually a really great idea because, you know, these guys, they show up to the site and they're used to doing a job. And what I really wanted to do is work with them and show everybody that these guys can get the job done on the site and also on the runway.
It's pretty brave of them, isn't it, really? When I watched you the other night in practice, I was like, it's amazing how far you took them in an hour and a half.
Yeah, they did a really fantastic job. And, you know, we have them working and moving in the space with some of the great products from our sponsors. So it's going to be a really exciting show.
Yeah, I'm going to speak for the boys and say that, you know, they think that you're way more off their rocker than Jenny does, I think. So they've been quaking in their boots for the last kind of 2 weeks as I've been running around signing them up and telling them that they're going to be doing a little turn on the dance floor, on the runway, sorry. So
I must say, because Jim is also involved, for anyone that knows Jim from being on in some of our bachelor auctions and on the air and doing some of the fun events to help promote for different organizations and raise money for them. You even were a little bit the other night going, okay, guys, I know we're having fun, but we're going to be performing in front of 100 or more guests.
Yeah, I think I forgot about that. We had a couple of beers there in the office. We were all shaking around, having some fun. But then I was like, boys, you know, we are going to do this in front of 300 people, and they're just, they get all serious again and stuff. You know? But it's going to be quite the fun event. So. And
Jenny, you're also going to have your dance troupe perform as well, I understand.
Yes, we're going to bring some of the dancers from Harbour Dance Center down, and they're going to do a short presentation to sort of launch it off because, you know, we want to have a little bit for the ladies and also a little bit for the gents. So, yeah, they're going to be doing sort of an upbeat jazz dance number.
And we have to remind everybody, it is a free evening. Everyone is welcome to come down, even though our space is quite limited. So we're going to take the first 100 people. But, I mean, besides being entertained by your great dance troupe and having the guys perform, which will be, I'm sure, a one-time number in the city. YouTube, we've got to YouTube this and pass it around after it's done. Hope it goes viral. But there's so much more, Jim, that's going to be taking place at the event.
Yeah, absolutely. We actually have a Fortune 500 trainer, Andrew Reid, come along to do an interactive kind of business game to kind of unlock the thinking of the construction process. Phenomenal prizing. I think we have a birthday cake. Am I right in saying we have a birthday cake for 100 people being produced?
Yes, it is huge in itself. It is a feat to put this huge homemade cake. A special baker in town, but she will be unveiling her secrets when she arrives as well.
And let's not forget the free cocktails and the buffet, right? So it's you'd be crazy not to be there, I think.
Yeah, lots of fun.
Okay, so thank you, Jenny. Thanks so much for coming in. I know you're extremely busy, and thanks again for working so hard with us at Fairtrade Works to
and being patient.
and being extremely patient with us very stiff and unnimble construction guys. So it's going to be an incredible event. So thanks again.
Thanks very much.
We've been speaking with choreographer Jenny Duffy. You can join Jenny and her dancers at our free birthday party once again. That's at our Rand headquarters, 1520 Rand Avenue in Vancouver. Space is limited, so please reserve your spot today by giving us a call at 604-264-7366. That's 264-7366. You can also email us, radio@fairtradeworks.biz.
And on the phone this morning, joining us at the round table is author, business leader, mentor, and owner of the Leverage Advantage System, Mr. Robin Elliott. Good morning, Robert. How are you doing this morning?
Hey, Jim. Great, thanks. You know, it's enjoying the busiest business summer in 14 years since we got involved in this gold business. Every area of my business has flourished, so we're really getting ready for a very busy fall.
Fantastic. And now you have to add neighborhood news reporter to your vast and extensive resume. So I'm not sure we have enough room on the screen for your titles now.
Good morning, Robin.
Hey, Sandra, how's it going?
I do know you are a very busy man, and we really appreciate your time out of your schedule just to talk to us this morning about what's happening in the community of Coquitlam as far as construction and development is taking place.
Well, thanks, Sandra. You know, there's been a huge amount of development here in Coquitlam, and with a large number of high-rises in anticipation of the Evergreen SkyTrain, the Evergreen line, which we expect to start working in 2016 summer. The last large tract of available land in Port Coquitlam is about to become the site of 1,000 new homes. So a lot of development. The latest news here is the affordable housing debate and approval. The city of Coquitlam is touting this as a win for affordable housing, and the majority of council voted in favor of rezoning 3 blocks in Burquitlam to accommodate a new 5-story apartment building, 16 3-story townhouses, and an expansion of the Burquitlam community gardens at Foster Avenue and Aspen Street. And the council has said that the development, which will consist of market-priced apartment and townhouse units, will be good not only for those who need affordable housing, but also for Coquitlam in general. And so the project is by Intercore Developments Limited, and it consists of 99 apartments and 107 townhouse units, as well as an expansion to the already existing Burquitlam Community Gardens.
Wow, it's a big one.
Huge, massive. And, you know, Evan Allegretto is the project manager at Intercore, and he said in an interview that the development is going to fill a gap in that part of the city. He said if you look around Burquitlam area, there are only really apartment and single-family homes, and there's a big gap in pricing. For example, the single-family homes in the area cost roughly $800,000, with exceptions, of course. And they're aiming for substantially less than that with this new development. So this way we can house young families and, you know, more affordable.
Mm-hmm.
And the apartments will be sized from 520 to 1,200 square feet. The townhouses will range in size from 1,200 to 1,650 square feet.
That's fantastic. Yeah, it's just amazing what's happening, and that's great. That's great reporting there, Robin, because that's really interesting with those facts. Like, tell me something else. What else is the Coquitlam community talking about right now?
Well, one of the concerns is parking. You know, Councillor Munson said that the proposal for this one includes more parking stalls that are required for the development, which, because Lou Socorro was saying there's not enough parking. But Munson was saying, well, you know, it's the case, the need for parking in the area will be satisfied. There's not a problem. He said that studies from surrounding municipalities indicate people living in high-rises near SkyTrain stations tend to use public transit, and this development is right next to the planned Burquitlam SkyTrain station as part of the Evergreen line.
Well, thank you so much, Robin. It's really nice to have the outskirts covered as well. We've been covering kind of the communities within Vancouver, and now to hear what's happening in Coquitlam and that you're just as busy out there.
Yeah, it's growing fast, and as an avid cyclist, I'm personally very excited about all the new cycle lanes. So they really look after the trails here, and now with all the new cycling lanes that they're putting in along Guildford and all over, it's a lot safer for cyclists. So, and a lot of cyclists out here. So we're really loving it. We love living here.
Enjoying the fresh air, and just to confirm that is a Coquitlam accent I hear, right, Robin?
That's right. It's not South Africa. It's Coquitlam.
Thank you again, Robin. Have a wonderful Saturday. Get out on the bike.
Thanks, Sandra and Jim. Have a great day.
Thanks, Robin.
We've been speaking with Robin Elliott, our resident neighborhood news reporter for Coquitlam and the owner of the Leverage Advantage System. If you'd like to share your ideas with Robin for Coquitlam, email us at radio@fairtradeworks.biz. Still ahead on Renovate and Build, a market reality check with architect Tim Ankerman. Tim will be joining us to discuss the low vacancy rates in the city and the high costs and what he believes can be done to help. Shower doors are in the spotlight today on Product Face Off. If you hate the sliders, Meg and Gary will be dropping by with some new solutions.
And coming up right after the break, let's talk money and answer some of our questions with our money expert, Mr. Tony Ionetti from Mortgage Matches. We'll be right back.
There's still lots more ahead. This is Renovate and Build, powered by Fair Trade Works with Jim and Sandra.